Welcome you all. Today we will discuss about the functions of small finance bank. Small finance banks were set up in 2016 to offer basic banking services such as accepting deposit and lending to the unserved and underserved sections, including small business, marginal farmers, micro and small industries, and the unorganized sector. That is, these banks were of recent origin and it was set up in 2016, and their major objective or their major services are include they accept deposits, they provide loans and advances, but there are some specifications to this. They especially provide lending to the unserved and undeserved sections, and which include small business, marginal farmers, micro and small industries, and unorganized sector. At the end of March 2019, there were 7 small finance banks operational in India as compared with 5 as at the end of March 2018. This bank is, we may be familiar with one bank, is a small finance bank. That type of banks are known as the small finance bank. Here, it was established in 2016. They mainly serve, they also undertake the basic bank services like accepting deposit and provision of loans and advances, but they mainly provide loans and advances to these unserved and undeserved sections. At the end of March 2019, there were nearly 7 small finance banks in India. And some of the important features of small finance banks are given here. We have already seen that they provide loans and advances to unserved and undeserved section. Second one, small finance bank is a private financial institution. That is another important point. It is a private financial institution established for the objective of financial inclusion by primarily undertaking basic banking activities of accepting deposit and providing loans and advances to the unserved and undeserved sections. They are announced in the Union Budget of 2014-15, and RBI has issued guidelines for the licensing of small finance banks in November 2014. And in accordance with this announcement, the bank was set up in 2016. And these are some of the points to remember, that they are announced in the Union Budget of 2014-15, and RBI issued guidelines for licensing of state small finance banks in November 2014. And some conditions given in the guidelines are as follows. First one, it needs to open at least 25% of its banking outlets in unbanked rural centers. The bank will be required to extend 75% of its adjusted net bank credit to the priority sector lending. Next one, at least 50% of its loan portfolio should constitute loans and advances of up to rupees 25 lakhs. Maximum loan size and investment limit exposure to a single and group would be restricted to 10% and 15% of its capital funds. That is, the maximum loan size and investment limit to single and group would be restricted to 10% and 15% of its capital fund. They cannot extend large loans. Therefore, there is a restriction. If the initial shareholding by the promoters in the bank is in excess of 40% of paid up voting equity capital, it should be brought down to 40% within a period of 5 years. This is another one. In this case also there is a limit or restriction. Small finance banks will be subject to cash reserve ratio and SLR. That is, they have to undergo the prudential norms of the RBI. That we have seen, it is a private sector institution, and it must open at least 25% of its banking outlets in the unbanked rural area. It will require to extend 75% for the priority sector lending. 50% of its loan portfolio should constitute loans and advances. Then maximum loan size and investment limit exposure to a single group would restrict to 10 and 15%. They cannot extend large loans. There are some restrictions regarding the shareholding. Should not be in excess of 40%. Small finance bank will be subject to they need to keep the CRR and SLR. The promoter must contribute minimum of 40% equity and should be brought down to 30% in 10 years. Minimum paid up capital would be 100 crores. Capital adequacy ratio would be 15% of risk weighted asset. That is, for tier 1 should be 7.5. Foreign shareholding capped at 74% of paid up capital. FPI cannot hold more than 24%. This about the foreign shareholding. That is, it is capped at 74% of the paid up capital, and FPI cannot hold more than 24%. Priority sector lending requirements of 75%. 50% of the loan must be up to rupees 25 lakhs. That is, it should not exceed this limit. Some of the criteria given in the guidelines regarding the setting up of small finance banks are given here. Individuals or professions with 10 years of experience in finance, non-banking financial companies, microfinance companies, local area banks are eligible to set up. They can apply for the small finance bank. That is, individuals or profession with 10 years of experience. Second criterion, minimum paid up equity capital for small finance bank shall be 100 crores. Promoters' minimum initial contribution to be paid up to the paid up capital of small finance bank shall at least be 40%, and gradually it must be brought down to 30% by 10 years, 26% by 12 years. Foreign shareholding in the small finance bank would be as per the foreign direct investment policy for private sector banks as amended from time to time. Small finance banks will be required to extend 75% of its loan to the priority sector. They have to maintain CRR and SLR. At least 50% of the loan portfolio should constitute loans and advance up to rupees 25 lakhs only. These are the criteria to be satisfied for the application of small finance bank. Now the objectives and scope of the activities are given in the following section. The major objective of small finance bank is provision of saving. The major objective of small finance bank is the provision of savings. Second one is supply of credit to small business units, small and marginal farmers, micro, small and small industries and other unorganized sector entities through high technology, low cost operation. This is the second objective, that is supply of credit to which sections? Supply of credit to small business units, small and marginal farmers, micro and small industries and other unorganized sector entities through high technology, low cost operation. Then the scope of activities include small finance bank shall primarily undertake basic banking activities of acceptance of deposit and lending to unserved and underserved sections including small business units, small and marginal farmers, micro and small industries and unorganized sector entities. There will not be any restrictions in the area of operation of small finance bank. There will not be any restrictions in the area of, they have to fulfill the criteria. In addition to these services, they can also undertake other non-risk sharing simple financial service activities, not requiring any commitment of bond funds such as distribution of mutual fund unit, insurance products, pension products, etc. with the prior approval of RBI and after complying with the requirements of the sectoral regulator for such product. Small finance banks can also become a Category 2 authorized dealer in foreign exchange business of its client's requirement. It cannot set up subsidiaries to undertake non-banking financial service activities. That is, the scope of activities includes, in addition to the provision of loans and advances to the unserved and underserved areas, like they can undertake certain financial services like distribution of mutual fund, insurance products, pension products, etc. But they have to take prior approval from the RBI. Second one, they can also become a Category 2 authorized dealers in foreign exchange business for meeting the needs of their clients. It cannot, and another point is that it cannot set up subsidiaries to undertake non-banking financial services. Some other points are the annual branch expansion plan of small finance bank for the initial 5 years would need prior approval of RBI. That is, branch expansion should be with the prior approval of RBI for the initial 5 years. For the initial 5 years, the bank should seek the permission from the RBI for the branch expansion. Second one, there will not be any restriction in the area of operation of small finance bank. Then another one, The applicants will not have any hindrance to expand to other regions in due course. It is expected that small finance banks should primarily be responsible to local needs. That we have already discussed. They can set up in unserved and underserved area only. They need to keep the word small finance bank in its name in order to differentiate it from other bank. That is why the name is of small finance bank. The capital requirement, as we have already seen, is minimum paid up capital for small finance bank shall be 100 crores. Then promoters contribution also we have seen at the beginning 40%, then it has to be brought down to 26% within 12 years. Foreign shareholding would be as per the foreign direct investment policies by the for the private sector banks. Since it is a private financial institution, then they have to follow prudential norms also, as we have seen some prudential norms that they have to follow, like they need to follow the cash reserve ratio norms, statutory liquidity ratio norms, etc. The small finance banks will be required to extend 75% of its lending to priority sector. This is also a part of prudential norms. At least 50% of its loan portfolio should be that is, they should provide 50% of the loans and advances up to rupees 25 lakh only. Then eligible promoters are, that we have already seen, resident individuals or professionals with 10 years of experience in banking services, existing non-bank finance companies, microfinance institutions and local area banks. Promoters or promoter group should be fit and proper with sound track record of professional experience or of running their business for at least a period of 5 years in order to be eligible to promote the small finance banks. These are some of the small finance banks were established in 2016 and they have only a 4 years experience in our country. And here some of their objective functions and the eligibility criteria, working condition, prudential norms, etc. are explained. They are, another point, they are private financial institution. They mainly, it is set up, or the main objective of setting up of the small finance bank is to serve the unserved and underserved sections in the economy. The small finance banks that there were 10 small finance banks who got licensed, but later on it was some of the banks discontinued, and now we have 9 banks serving in 2017. These are the banks who got licenses, and later on 9 banks established. In this case, the ISAF Small Finance Bank started in 2000 bank is from 2017. ISAF Small Finance Bank, which was established in 2017 from Thrissur, it has 400 branches, but later on the number came down to the 7 by the end of 2019. These are the functions and features of small finance banks. That is, these small finance banks are private financial institutions. They have to set up their branches in unserved and underserved banking. Then they have to provide loans and advances to the small, medium and the bigger sections. They need to keep the priority sector lending norms, CRR norms, SLR norms, etc.